There are houses, and then there are ones that make engineers nervous, neighbors jealous, and everyone else quietly rethink their life choices. And today, we're gonna check out ones like that. There's no front door. This is intentional. Casa Roble Huacho by Ebra Arquitectos sits deep in the forests of southern Chile on the shores of Lake Ranco. An arrival here is a sequence. An open-air patio inside the house's perimeter lets you park and enter dry while staying fully surrounded by trees. The split-volume layout places the social and private wings on opposite sides of two central light wells, critical in a forest that blocks most direct sun. A glass bridge connects both wings horizontally and vertically, serving as hallway, entrance hall, and spine all at once. The steel structure is left exposed throughout. And don't forget that roof slope inward to manage rainfall. This villa lives up to expectations in every room. Set inside the prestigious Villa Vista Golf Condominium within Trancoso's Terra Vista complex, the property sits surrounded by Atlantic forest and a short walk from two private beaches. The built area spans 2,000 square meters, with 9 luxury suites decorated around natural elements, a 400 square meter infinity pool with an integrated aqua bar, a private cinema, wine cellar, and a full fitness and welcome center. A dedicated team of 8, including a butler and private chef, handles everything else. Golf cart and course access included. And this isn't a vacation rental, it's a resort that happens to be yours. Above Atla Lake in Whistler, this $39 million residence by Bolin Sawinski Jackson, the firm behind Apple stores, took 4 years to build and still feels impossible. All 808 square meters spiral around a central courtyard on a 3-hectare lot, with a piano-inspired staircase suspended by cables under 180 kilograms of tension each. The infinity pool cantilevers 12 meters over a cliff, carved around a massive boulder the crew refused to move, so it won Pool of the Year. Geothermal heating, reclaimed Stanley Park Douglas fir, and a wine cellar lit through a red Oculus. I'm telling you, mountain modern doesn't get more serious than this. Harry Gesner spent days camping at the Malibu beachfront site before drawing a single line, sleeping under the stars, watching the waves, absorbing the rhythm of the Pacific. What he designed in 1963 looks exactly like that. 599 square meters of roof lines that rise and fall in cresting waves, covered in hand-cut copper shingles shaped like fish scales. 3 enormous vaulted oceanfront rooms open to the sea through walls of glass. 3 wraparound decks shaped like incoming surf. The primary suite has its own hot tub and sauna. Rod Stewart once called it home, but now it belongs to new owners, who paid $29.5 million. Forget house, forget even villa. What Manuel Ruiz Moriche of ARC Architects built in La Zagaleta, Europe's most exclusive private estate, is a philosophy made of concrete and glass. Over 4,000 square meters of bioarchitecture, where every design decision answers a single question: what can we give back to nature for allowing us to build here? The result is a residence with clean, modern lines that dissolve into the landscape of Benahavis, with panoramic views stretching across the Mediterranean to the coast of Africa. Indoor and outdoor pools, a private spa, wine cellar, and flex-form furnished interiors. It's estimated at 18 million euros, and it earned every cent. Every house claims to be energy efficient, But Brackenwood Lodge in Epping Forest actually did it. 40 solar panels and 2 air source heat pumps power underfloor heating across all 511 square meters, set on 1.2 hectares of landscaped grounds, with panoramic views across the Lee Valley. The main reception stretches 84 square meters under 4.2 meter ceilings. 5 bedrooms, each with an ensuite and dressing room, a 56 square meter bespoke Miele kitchen, plus polished concrete and oak floors, a fully glazed western facade that frames the sunset, and EV charging in the drive. It's 7 minutes from London, but feels like a different world entirely. Buying waterfront property is one thing. Buying the entire island is another. Ilha do Arroz sits in the crystal-clear waters of Baía de Ribeira, Brazil, a private island where the main mansion holds 10 suites and a separate guest house adds 4 more, totaling 14 rooms of elegant, tropical luxury. Lush native vegetation wraps the property on all sides, and the calm bay surrounds it completely, meaning every window, every terrace, every morning coffee faces open water. No neighbors, no road noise, no one is walking past your pool. Arrival here is only by boat, but departure is a choice, as the island is yours. Designed by Jared Denton of Signum Architecture and published in Western Art and Architecture, this house sits on 1.5 hectares with vineyard and mountain views in 3 directions. The 410 square meter main residence was built around passive house-inspired principles, with 3 Zender energy recovery ventilation systems, airtight construction, and high-performance insulation. The great room features 5.6 meter cathedral ceilings and 6.4 meter wide German Tanner pocketing glass walls, while the chef's kitchen offers a La Corneau range, Carrara marble island, and a 350-bottle wine cellar. 3 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and Napa on the doorstep. Completed in 2021, it was instantly sold for $10 million. The fireplace stones required a 100-ton crane to install. That tells you everything about the ambition behind Taconic Lodge. Built over 5 years in Millbrook, New York, this log home was designed to bring the grandeur of the Rockies to the Hudson Valley, using massive, unpeeled logs, averaging 46 centimeters in diameter, and stone from Pennsylvania. The shell was pre-built in Colorado, and curved walls with 140 individual angles, wide plank floors stretching 38 to 41 centimeters across, copper ceilings, and a kitchen engineered specifically for large-scale entertaining. Then there's the 18-meter indoor shooting range and a professionally soundproof music studio. Porto Cervo is already one of the most exclusive addresses on the Mediterranean. Then someone built a hilltop villa that looks down on it. All 460 square meters of newly built modern architecture sit at the top of a rise with 360-degree views of sea, coastline, and mountains in every direction. 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, an open-plan living area that dissolves into terraces, an infinity pool that mirrors the water below, and a rooftop jacuzzi for when the view from the pool simply isn't high enough. Warm summers and hot northerly winds batter this site in rural Victoria, so Sean Godsell Architects partially dug the Tandera house into the hillside to minimize exposure. Arranged in an L shape on a 40-hectare site with distant ocean views to the west, the corrugated steel-clad home uses thermal mass, double-glazed windows, and in-floor heating for passive energy efficiency, plus a 100,000-liter underground rainwater tank and a separate solar shed. It's 285 square meters with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and an open-plan living area at the corner of the L to capture the best views. But more importantly, it is completely self-sufficient. On a 46-meter cliff above Trancoso's beaches in Brazil, Casa Vista is less a house, more a 60-meter wide-angle lens pointed at the Atlantic. A metallic structure makes a 45-meter open void possible, with the living areas floating freely beneath a single low-gabled roof. The facade wraps in ashy eucalyptus slats, reminiscent of the Biriba tree branches traditional to northeastern Brazil, which seem to grow over the surface like petrified roots. At 843 square meters, here nature doesn't just surround this house, it walks through it. Studio MK27 made one rule for Casa na Areia and stuck to it. No space exists unless it earns its place. 5 separate volumes are scattered through the beach vegetation of Trancoso, Bahia, each dedicated to one function: kitchen, dining, living room, master bedroom, guest room. No corridors, no entrance hall, just 819 square meters of ocean-facing architecture dissolving into the tropical landscape. The pool sits at a 45-degree angle to the house, and the Atlantic Ocean view handles the rest. 3 architects, 1 house. Mother, Leah, and her 2 children, Felipe and Bettina, designed this Atlantic Forest beach house as a family project, and it reads exactly like that. Sandy-colored floors mirror the beach outside. Wood panels echo the surrounding Mata Atlantica. Movable screens let the whole living area dissolve into the exterior, because the brief, in Leah's words, was that the house had to be embraced by the sea. The garden draws on the landscaping of Roberto Burrell Marx, planted entirely in native species. No hard borders, no formal divisions, just a home that knows exactly where it comes from. While most houses try to stand out, this one tries to disappear into a mountain. 380 square meter Casa MF is entirely built in pink, pigmented concrete that subtly tunes in with the mineral tones of the surrounding Calamuchita Mountains. The upper volume, housing the living area and master bedroom, cantilevers toward the valley, while the lower volume, set into the hillside, holds guest bedrooms with a pool terrace on its roof. A sequence of skylights throughout the interior builds different atmospheres, hinting at roots through the space. Brutalism never looked this pretty. Who needs to settle for a box when you could live in a barrel? This futuristic barrel-shaped prefab module offers 32 square meters of living space that turns heads without emptying your bank account. Inside, a studio layout combines a sleeping area and kitchen zone, paired with a full bathroom, heating, air conditioning, and complex panoramic glazing that wraps the view right into your daily life. Prices range from $45,000 to $80,000, depending on configuration. 56,000 euros for 105 square meters of house, factory assembled in roughly 35 days and ready to move into. The Scandi 4 Plus is a single-story modular home designed for 3 to 4 people, with 2 bedrooms, a large open kitchen living room, a bathroom, and a terrace, all framed by big panoramic windows. At roughly 534 euros per square meter, it's one of the most space-efficient prefab packages in this price range. Got $60,000 to $70,000? The Instadorm by SmartMod delivers exactly what it sounds like. A modern, fully livable home that arrives nearly complete and installs without the typical construction headache. The mezzanine design makes brilliant use of vertical space, packing a full kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, and a spacious ground floor living area into a compact, year-round module. Factory production cut costs by over 20%, which is exactly why this Polish-made prefab looks a lot more expensive than it is. Eco-conscious buyers will appreciate this modern barn-style house that focuses on natural materials and sustainability. The Timber Moon 72 offers 72 square meters of space with 30 centimeter thick walls for superior thermal performance. Ranging from $75,000 to $125,000, it features a sleek seam metal facade and can accommodate up to 6 people. This modular timber home is optimized for functionality and low maintenance, proving that green living can be both stylish and affordable. This isn't your average prefab. Whatify builds their modules from cross-laminated timber and glulam, materials used in permanent construction, giving their homes a structural lifespan and insulation quality that rivals traditional builds. That upgrade in material quality doesn't have to mean an upgrade in price. Depending on configuration, a fully finished Wootify module runs somewhere between $26,000 and $55,000, making high-quality timber construction genuinely affordable for the first time. A Romanian company built 2 passive house standards. Dwelly delivers TR3M as a fully furnished modular home that goes from an empty lot to move-in ready in a single day of crane assembly. The standard package includes floor-to-ceiling triple-glazed aluminum windows, underfloor heating, heat recovery ventilation, a bathroom with a 2 square meter walk-in shower, and hardwood or triple-layer oak flooring, all backed by a 10-year warranty. Sizes run from 52 to 70 square meters, starting from 110,000 euros. Close to 92 square meters of minimalist living space, panoramic glazing, an open-plan kitchen living room, 2 bedrooms, a full bathroom, and a large terrace, all for $89,484. The UnitBud 92 is a modular home that delivers proportions most buyers associate with a traditional full-size house, but at a fraction of the cost and build time. Install it on your plot, connect to utilities, and move in. That's the whole process. 2 fully identical 72 square meter modules, each with its own bedroom, kitchen, living area, bathroom, wardrobe room, and a 21 square meter terrace with sliding glass walls opening to mountain and lake views. The Helena Duplex by Derivotum totals 144 square meters, built entirely off-site and assembled on location. Plus, underfloor heating, smart lighting, USB outlets, and a backlit heated mirror in every bathroom. But more importantly is that prices run from $56,000 to $115,000 depending on finish level. 37 square meters, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and floor-to-ceiling windows on every side. This compact prefab punches well above its weight with panoramic glazing that makes the interior feel open, light, and surprisingly spacious. With an estimated price of around $50,000 to $60,000 and a layout that fits everything you need for comfortable solo or couples living, the ATA01 proves that a small footprint doesn't have to mean small ambitions. 2 bedrooms, 2 terraces, 1 price, $60,000. The Ark Shelter Lodge is a Belgian-designed, Slovakia-built prefab that places a bedroom at each end of its 35.8 square meter layout, with a bathroom, living space, and full kitchenette in between. All furniture is included, no fixed foundation is required, and the home is factory assembled with minimal on-site work. For a structure that can go almost anywhere and include almost everything, that starting price is hard to beat. Zero heating bills aren't the selling point here, they're just the baseline. This 48 square meter Polish 2-level tiny home runs on photovoltaics, a heat pump, and mechanical ventilation with heat recovery, generating more energy than it uses and selling the surplus back to the grid. The 35 square meter ground floor qualifies for a simple construction notification, skipping the full permit process. kitchen, living room, bedroom, bathroom, and a 13 square meter loft, all for around $50,000. The Silver Moon model offers a surprising amount of room for a mobile unit, featuring a dedicated kitchen and living area of approximately 22.5 square meters. This prefab layout includes 2 separate bedrooms and a full bathroom, all starting between $60,000 and $100,000. It's a fantastic option for families because it arrives fully finished, saving you thousands on local construction labor and complex landscaping. It proves that modular living doesn't have to feel cramped. For $56,500 with a fully finished interior, the Basilic Twin Plus delivers 50 square meters of genuinely livable space. The layout covers a kitchen, living room, separate bedroom, hallway, bathroom, and utility cabinet. Everything a couple or small family needs, with nothing wasted. As a modular home, it arrives ready to connect to utilities and move straight in, skipping the months of noise and mess. Plus, it's clean, practical, and priced to make home ownership actually achievable. 2 bedrooms, a spacious living room with an open kitchen, a full bathroom, and a bonus 4th room for a study or laundry, all inside a year-round home built in 3 factory-assembled modules. The SmartMod APT85 brings 85 square meters of well-insulated Polish-engineered living space to your plot quickly and at a fraction of traditional build costs. For around $110,000, it's one of the most complete prefab family packages you'll find anywhere. A single-story barn house with a minimalist interior, panoramic windows, and full finishing already included, starting at just $47,000. The unit fab shelter is built by a prefab manufacturer known for fast installation and modern design, with the bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, and living area all finished to a turnkey standard. No separate finishing budget required, no construction mess on site. Just a clean, warm barn house ready to move in faster than most traditional builds even break ground. 3 modules, 1 price. The Basilic Trio Plus is a fully assembled modular home where $80,500 buys you a kitchen, living room, 2 separate bedrooms, a bathroom with all utilities, and a terrace. This isn't a micro home compromise. It's a full-size, turnkey residence with a finished interior and all systems included. Simply connect to utilities and you're in. For a complete family home delivered and installed without months of construction, that price is perfect. Other modular homes ship in sections, but the Lotus Mini by Row Homes ships folded to 1/3 of its actual size, making it one of the most transport-efficient options available. At 49 square meters, the layouts fit a 1-bed, 1-bath unit with R36 insulation, UV protective windows, and a built-in ventilation system. Factory production takes about 6 weeks, and it assembles on site in a single day. The shell starts at around $90,000. A practical entry point for a permanent ADU, laneway home, or primary residence. Real log construction on a trailer chassis, RV certified and move-in ready the day it arrives. The Ozark by Lancaster Log Cabins packs 30 square meters of genuine rustic living into a park model that includes a full kitchen, a private bedroom, a complete bathroom, and a covered 2.4-meter porch. It sleeps up to 6, works as a campground rental, guest cabin, or permanent residence, and comes in at $59,900 for a turnkey unit delivered nationwide. Perched on a mountain slope above Medellin with sweeping valley views, this off-grid cabin proves that living well doesn't require a massive budget or a lot of flat land. Built on timber stilts to handle the steep terrain, it includes a bedroom, kitchen, and full bathroom, with a terrace that frames one of the best panoramas in Colombia. Total build cost came in around $80,000, and it now runs as a successful Airbnb rental. Scandinavian minimalism is now accessible for under $10,000 with the Nordi 18 tiny house, measuring 6 by 3 meters for a total of 18 square meters. This compact unit is designed for maximum efficiency and fast assembly. It's built using a sturdy timber frame and can be ready in just 30 to 45 days. This ultra-budget option is perfect for solo living or as a rental unit, offering a clean, modern aesthetic without the heavy price tag. At 15 square meters, this 6.1 meter container home from Alternative Living Spaces is small but surprisingly complete. For $48,000, you get a full bathroom with a shower and toilet, a kitchen with a butcher block countertop, and a combined bedroom living zone. The whole unit is plug and play, sets up in just a few hours, and can sit directly on the ground. No foundation required. Perfect as a guest house, Airbnb retreat, or minimal full-time home. On wheels, move-in ready, and packed with features that would make a traditional builder raise an eyebrow, the Houston by American Tiny House delivers 20.8 square meters of smart, maintenance-free living space with 2 sleeping lofts, energy-efficient double-pane glass doors with built-in blinds, a full electric kitchen, refrigerator, washer and dryer, and complete heating and air conditioning. Starting at $67,400, it's one of the most feature-complete tiny houses on wheels available at this price. The Elara 35 is a sleek, modern mobile unit designed by Keurig to provide a complete housing solution for under $50,000. This 35 square meter prefab is built using a durable steel and wood hybrid technology that can be installed on your site in just a few hours. Moreover, the interior can be configured with 1 or 2 bedrooms, making it highly adaptable to your specific style. This minimalist masterpiece is a literal blank canvas for budget-conscious living. Known as a void, the unit offers only 9 square meters of floor area, yet manages to hide a full kitchen, bed, and bathroom within its retractable walls. Built on a 5-meter trailer, the construction cost for this mobile prototype was approximately $40,000. By using transformable furniture, it eliminates the need for a large, expensive footprint, making it a highly efficient and affordable solution for solo dwellers. What if your new home arrived completely finished, down to the kitchen appliances, bathroom fixtures, and insulation built to Germany's strict GEG energy standard? That's exactly what the Chalet Toscana by Vital Camp Living delivers. Heated by a heat pump or infrared system and designed for comfortable year-round use, it's a turnkey solution priced between $170,000 and $185,000. For the level of finish and energy performance included, that price is genuinely hard to argue with. The Hest by Heita looks like a sleek, modern barn, but builds like a precision machine. Its large facade, mineral wool insulation, large glazed solid wood joinery, and certified C24 timber truss frame go from flat panels to a fully weathertight shell in just 3 days. Inside, high ceilings and a mezzanine sleeping area create far more usable space than the footprint suggests. The turnkey price comes in at around $120,000, including complete interior finishing. How about waking up in a 27 square meter cabin where the entire wall facing lock fin is glass? Because that's exactly what Cabin 2 delivers. This Japandi-inspired off-grid retreat is built from cross-laminated timber with yakisugi cladding, craned onto minimal foundations, and powered entirely by solar panels. Inside, a king-size bed, rainfall shower, kitchenette, and a wood-burning stove. Named Scotland's best self-catered accommodation in 2024, Your own cabin can be built for around $80,000 to $120,000. A tiny house that sleeps 6, runs a full L-shaped kitchen with residential-size appliances, offers laundry hookups, and stays warm year-round via a dual mini-split and in-wall heating, starting at $130,000. The Vashon Edition by Mint Tiny House packs all that into a 31.5 square meter park model on a triple-axle trailer, with 1 main floor bedroom and 2 loft sleeping zones. Downsizing for a family has genuinely never looked this good. Step inside a Miko wood design home, and you'd think a Scandinavian architect spent months on the interior. Step outside, and you'd wonder how it arrived on a trailer. That's exactly how it works. Miko assembles each of their year-round modular homes entirely at the factory, then delivers the finished unit to your plot. The 40 square meter wood design model pairs natural timber finishes with passive house energy efficiency for a price between $80,000 and $120,000 depending on spec. One standard 6.1 meter shipping container converted into a turnkey studio with a mini kitchen, bathroom, and everything 2 people need to live in 14.9 square meters. The Forte shelter is built over 12 weeks in California, then delivered straight to your site. Its steel shell is virtually impervious to wind, water, fire, and pests, and the whole unit arrives ready to use with 0 setup required on your end. Plus, prices start at around $42,000. This 9.1 meter shipping container home proves that industrial steel can be transformed into a high-end retreat. Totaling 22.3 square meters, the layout feels massive thanks to a signature 3-meter panoramic window and floor-to-ceiling bedroom glass. It features a surprisingly large bathroom with custom tile and matte black fixtures. For around $75,000, it's a brilliant, cost-effective solution for anyone looking to build a high-style rental property without traditional construction costs. At first glance, it looks like a contemporary art installation. On closer inspection, it's a 32.7 square meter container home with a full bathroom, premium insulation, and one of the most carefully designed compact interiors in this format. Hanamobo's approach is unashamedly premium. The fit, finish, and layout solutions all justify the $170,000 starting price, especially for buyers who want a backyard suite or secondary unit that doesn't look remotely like a compromise. What if your home office had its own kitchen, bathroom, and a sofa that converts into a bed? This standalone 46 square meter cabin by Svetilsta Home was built as a self-contained workspace and retreat, using the same structural grade timber as the main house for superior insulation. Green tones, botanical wallpaper, and micro-concrete finishes create a space that's as calming as it is functional. And the price comes to around $70,000. Some people want a garage, a workshop, and a home. And the Armstrong 2636 from Legacy Post and Beam gives you all 3 in one timber frame structure. The ground floor is a full-width garage and workshop space, while the loft above becomes the living area with a kitchen, bedroom, and a comfortable lounge. Built using premium post and beam construction, the kit runs $150,000 to $220,000, depending on finishes, which is still a fraction of what buying 3 separate properties would cost you. Owning a getaway has never been easier or more affordable than with this kit from Bunky Life. For just $12,995, you get a 14.8 square meter wooden cabin that can often be built without a standard construction permit. The kit includes all the precision-cut spruce components needed for assembly, allowing you to save significantly on labor costs. It is a functional, budget-friendly way to add a guest house or a home office to your backyard. The Cascade by Wind River Built is a premium modular ADU designed for permanent, high-quality living. For roughly $170,000, this 65 square meter 2-bedroom home provides modern comfort with clean lines and contemporary finishes. Every square meter is utilized to maximize storage and flow, making it feel like a high-end designer residence. It's for those who value longevity and architectural excellence in a smaller footprint. Not every affordable house comes with 3.35-meter floor-to-ceiling windows and old-world craftsmanship. Loyal Prefabs builds premium modular homes in Nova Scotia and delivers them anywhere in North America. The compact backcountry model packs a full kitchen, 3-piece bathroom, queen bedroom, and 2 open sleeping lofts into a beautifully furnished package. Starting at $218,000, it lands well below what comparable custom builds cost in most markets. The Yellowstone is a 46.5 square meter modular pod that prioritizes scenic living. This 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom unit features a versatile sleeping loft and a space-saving master suite with an integrated corner bath. Outside, a 2.4-meter wraparound deck and a rooftop terrace offer panoramic views. Starting at approximately $176,900, it's a functional, modern retreat designed to maximize both vertical space and outdoor enjoyment. The Rockwood brings mountain modern luxury to the park model category, starting between $136,000 and $153,000. This turnkey cabin offers roughly 37.1 square meters of premium space. Because it is RV certified, it requires no expensive permanent foundation, saving thousands on site preparation. Inside, you get real granite countertops, a full bedroom, and expansive windows, making it a flexible, cost-effective solution for remote living. Simple Life Cottages presents the Cumberland, a 50 square meter tiny home that captures the essence of a rustic, modern farmhouse style. The 13.7 meter long layout features 2 full bedrooms and a covered front porch that adds significant living space. At a price of approximately $150,000, this energy-efficient design is built to handle year-round living in total comfort. It is a fantastic option for small families or retirees who want the luxury of a custom home in a more manageable and affordable size. Flat roof, 2.9-meter ceilings, panoramic glazing across the main living space, and an open plan that makes 74 square meters feel like more. The Chic Shack by Botteville is a Canadian modular home assembled at a factory in Quebec and delivered as a near-complete unit with cellulose fiber insulation, kiln-dried lumber, and fully customizable finishes throughout. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and a large covered terrace come standard, starting around $130,000. Double Dom's best-selling KEDR model just got a luxury upgrade. The Stokeman Edition packs 3 bedrooms, a large living room with a panoramic fireplace, a full bathroom, and a boiler room into a factory-built module that arrives complete and installs in a single day. Floor-to-ceiling windows, wooden facades, and remote smart home control make it feel anything but budget. Yet the price sits at around $90,000, and that includes furniture, appliances, and every interior detail already in place. Simple House reimagines eco-friendly living with their foundation-free BT series. Starting at roughly €120,000, these homes feature standing seam metal cladding and expansive glazing that blends the interior with nature. Inside, cathedral ceilings make the 70 square meters to 110 square meter layout feel massive. And with electric underfloor heating and a versatile mezzanine, you get a customized, energy-conscious home that looks like a high-end designer retreat on a budget. No more treating your home like a storage unit. Cabin Spacey's Model 1 is a 25 square meter minimalist masterpiece priced at roughly $100,000. Designed for urban rooftops or flexible lots, it trades cluttered square footage for high-quality mobile living. It's the ultimate solution for a generation prioritizing freedom over static possessions. This energy-efficient retreat proves that downsizing your space is the fastest way to upgrade your lifestyle and mobility. 129 square meters, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and the price stays under $150,000. The N680 Willow from Skyline Homes is a multi-section manufactured home built in a climate-controlled factory, then delivered and assembled on your foundation. It meets HUD Federal Building Code standards and comes from one of America's most trusted manufactured home builders, a company that's been perfecting the formula since 1951. A serious amount of house for the money. 5 rooms in 27 square meters. The Topol 27 by Double Dom's Bio Architects fits a bedroom, living area, kitchen, bathroom, and dressing room into a single factory-built module that arrives on one truck. Fully furnished with oak and solid wood finishes, appliances, curtains, and even dishes. Connect to utilities and your home. No finishing stage, no furniture shopping, no waiting. Starting from $55,000, it might be the most efficient use of that budget. Don't let the 45 square meters fool you. The White Cody from Turkey's Cody Sapanka fits 2 full stories, a private pool, and comfortable space for 3 people into a footprint that a conventional home would barely call a master bedroom. The compact 2-floor layout is designed to use every square meter wisely, combining modern style and practical function in a way that turns a smaller plot into a genuine retreat. Pricing isn't publicly listed, but estimates put it under $100,000. Steel frame, solar panels with backup battery, smart home system, and a price that starts just under $90,000. The Modulux Garden Villa is genuinely impressive for 34 square meters. The single-story layout fits a bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, and pantry, with 2 oversized sliding doors as entrances, a covered front porch, and insulated walls throughout. The whole structure builds in 4 to 7 days at the factory and installs on your lot in another 3 to 5 days. $24,495 is a hard price to beat for a cabin kit that includes a living area, a sleeping loft, and something most bunkies don't have: a separate 4 square meter room with a barn door. That extra room can be a bathroom, home office, or storage, which makes the Alcove 160 far more versatile than a basic open-plan cabin. Made from kiln-dried northern spruce, it ships flat pack, assembles in a few days, and requires no permit in most areas. Not every modular home needs to be a design statement. Sometimes the goal is simply a well-built, practical home that a family of 4 can actually afford. And that's exactly where the Wolf Model F lands. At 57 square meters with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, the factory-built structure takes 8 to 12 weeks to produce and starts at $97,500. Clean lines, modern finishes, solid quality throughout, and a price that leaves room for the budget you didn't spend on contractors. Factory production, site delivery, and done! The Champion Homes manufactured residence proves that a conventionally sized family home doesn't require traditional construction timelines or costs. At roughly 129 square meters, it offers 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, living room, and dining area across a layout that feels exactly like a site-built home. The difference is in the build. Climate-controlled factory, tight quality control, at a final price ranging from $90,000 to $160,000 depending on configuration. A site trailer doesn't sound like much until someone installs underfloor heating, a full bathroom, a kitchen, a proper living room, and a bedroom inside one. This 17.5 square meters converted construction trailer proves that budget housing doesn't have to mean bare minimum. At 7 by 2.5 meters with 2.2 meter ceilings, the result is a compact but fully livable year-round home with all utilities, coming in at $15,000 to $20,000. For €41,000, this two-bedroom Irish prefab delivers 61.6 square meters of honest, no-nonsense living space in a 5.6 by 11 meter footprint. Inside, a cozy hallway opens into a kitchen, a fireplace-equipped living room, 2 bedrooms, and a full bathroom. Nothing flashy, nothing overcomplicated, just a well-proportioned home at a price that reminds you what affordability actually means before the real estate market got involved. €24,000 for a house. Let that sink in for a second. This compact Irish prefab offers 28 square meters of bright, well-finished living space with a kitchen, a bathroom with all fixtures, and a comfortable single bedroom. Light fills the interior through thoughtfully placed windows, keeping the space from feeling like it's punishing you for spending less. One person, one home, one very sensible price. Black board and batten metal siding, a stone waistcot, metal roof, and a covered back porch overlooking the woods. Jim and Mary from Old World Garden Farms built this 55.7 square meter two-story cabin in Ohio for around $60,000 using a modified Weaver Barnes plan and entirely maintenance-free exterior materials rated for 50 years. Inside, there's a living area that converts to sleeping for 4, a full kitchen, a bathroom, and a loft bedroom. It's since become a widely popular Airbnb rental. $7,000. Running water, a wood-burning stove, a kitchen, a shower, a toilet, and a sleeping area with built-in storage. This self-built off-grid cabin by Jack of all, master of none proves that full autonomy doesn't require a massive budget, just skills, patience, and a refusal to overpay. Solar power handles the electricity, the stove handles the heat, and the result is a genuinely livable home that costs less than most people spend on a car. A standard 32.5 square meter storage shed, a $20,000 budget, and enough creativity to turn a box into a home worth showing off. The living area fits a sofa, a TV mounted flush to the wall, and a sleeping zone, while the kitchen, shower, and toilet tuck neatly into the remaining space without fighting each other for room. No wasted corners, no awkward transitions. Just a clean, surprisingly well-designed micro home that started life as a shed. While everyone else is booking expensive hotels, beach hut owners are already packing their bags. This trailer home lets you settle wherever you want, even right by the water. It's basically 5-star functionality inside. Well-designed relaxation areas, a separate bathroom, an ergonomic kitchen, and a sleeping space on the second level. This house is so tiny, it has a hidden mini room for a mini person. And that person is probably Harry Potter, because who else could fit a second floor with a king-size bed into a 550 square foot shed? What started as an office with a solid oak desk and a Zoomer's amount of monitors quickly turned into something much cozier. Now it's got a kitchen, a relaxation area, and even a creative workshop. Hard to imagine a better place to live. If you can't wait for the next Dune movie, there is an alternative. A 36 square meter home hidden in the dunes of Tasmania. It has a triangular layout and sits like Paul Atreides himself picked the spot. High up, at a distance, with a perfect view through a frameless window. Right from the bed. The kitchen is positioned at the headboard, so you can cook your sautéed sandworm without leaving your observation post. You'll just need to step away for a minute to use the bathroom, tucked away in the narrowest part of the triangle. Quite well designed, actually. $70,000 for an 8-meter aquarium sounds like a lot, right? But what if I told you it comes with a bedroom featuring a massive bed, a dry bathroom, a kitchen, and a spacious living room? The glass walls are even modular. You can swap them out for solid panels or even giant posters if you feel like it. Plus, the whole thing sits on wheels, so you can move your aquarium closer to the ocean whenever you want. The world runs on stability, and stability runs on our videos about container homes. This one is built from a 6-meter container, but somehow fits a living room, dining area, and a mini kitchen inside. The shower is surprisingly spacious, and the double bed on the second level is basically king-sized. Add a small terrace at the entrance, and it's easy to see why container homes are still at the top of the trend list. This concrete bunker is actually a spy house. They placed it to keep an eye on the construction of that mansion over there. And to see better, they added a 3.5 by 3-meter glass wall. Why is it tilted? So more sunlight gets in. Just look inside. You basically don't need to turn on a lamp here, or even the heating, because to make the home cozy, all you need is warm floors. And the design, it's hard to believe all this luxury fits into just 25 square meters. When construction is finished, it'll become a guest house. Though, the guests will have to behave perfectly. This tiny home is perfect for anyone who wants to relocate to the Strait of Hormuz and get a front row seat to the global events that are unfolding right now. With compact dimensions of 8 by 2.6 meters, this thing is hard to spot, even with a drone. And if you ever need to change location, a 90 horsepower engine will get you out of harm's way fast. Fuel prices rising, utility bills going up, not your problem. This home runs independently and couldn't care less about tariffs. Inside, there's a dining area that converts into a bed, a kitchen, and a small bathroom. And no oil involved, which, for your safety, is probably the most important part. Want to choose your own neighbors? In 1 week, a house like this can be standing right next to you, and you can rent it out. Claremont ADU is 46 square meters of full autonomy and coziness. Light tones and lots of sunlight work like a space expander, making the small area feel big. But there's a risk you'll want to live here yourself and never rent it to anyone. If you've always wanted the Cullens mansion from Twilight but never hit the lottery jackpot, here's your budget option for $75,000. This home with stunning panoramic windows and a retro design is built from 3 6-meter containers. And yes, it's fully autonomous, so you can live far from people with a gorgeous forest view. Solar panels power the appliances, tanks collect water, and gas never runs out thanks to a buddy tank system. Everything you need. And if at some point your family grows, whether with people or vampires, just add another container, and the personal space problem is solved. Even the architects couldn't quite decide whether they had built a tiny house or a giant floating buoy. It gently rocks with the rhythm of the lake, and even the unusual kitchen chandelier sways along with it. The house is fully autonomous, with solar panels to power the lighting, and a composting toilet that eliminates the need for traditional plumbing. A powerful wood stove keeps it warm even in winter, when the lake freezes over and turns into a natural ice rink. Although, honestly, I wouldn't want to wait 2 seasons to enjoy this place. Put on your best black and white outfit, because we're entering Terra Urban. This space almost feels divine, especially when a king-size bed literally comes down from the ceiling. The functionality is practically magic. There's a washing machine hidden inside the kitchen countertop and a cozy dining area that blends perfectly into the design. On the opposite side, you'll find a place for ritual cleansing, while up under the roof sits the true sanctuary, the main bedroom. This isn't just a tiny home, it's an 8-meter mobile temple. The next space mission could have the surprisingly ambitious goal of delivering grain silos to Mars. Why? Because they transform perfectly into futuristic tiny homes. Although the future colonists would have to take some rock climbing lessons first. Living in just 13 square meters takes some serious agility. Want to relax? You'll have to climb up the wall to the 3rd floor. Hungry? Head back down to the 1st. And if you're looking for a book to read, well, dive on down to the basement. But don't let its compact size fool you. This thing can fit up to 38 people inside. So yeah, our whole street is moving to Mars together, so at least we know our neighbors. Orchid Tiny Home is like a boutique hotel shrunk down to a house on wheels. It's never dark in here, and the secret isn't magic, it's huge skylights. During the day, the home is flooded with light, and at night, you can watch the stars without getting out of bed. The interior plays with your sense of space. Big backlit mirrors, panoramic windows, lots of air and light. Thanks to these features, the small footprint feels like a designer loft, not compact housing. Here's a little life hack for calculating the area of a cylinder. Just buy a cylindrical tiny home, and you'll see why on the paperwork that it's 12 square meters. Its interior is very well thought out. On the 1st level, you've got a kitchen, living room, and a bathroom with a tropical shower. Upstairs, there's a large bed with a TV. And if you take the spiral staircase up to the roof, you'll find a spacious terrace with an umbrella. Feels like a little slice of heaven, whether you're a math teacher or not. Pack your bags, because we're heading to Scotland to hunt for the Loch Ness Monster. I've already picked the perfect place. Ah yes, this 15 square meter home should fit all our subscribers just fine. The night shift can watch the lake from the couch thanks to the panoramic window, the snack lovers can take over the kitchen, and the luckiest ones get the bed on the upper level. At night, we'll gather around the fire and talk about our hunting adventures. So, who's booking a spot? Hold on. The design is futuristic and all, but how are 2 people supposed to live here? I'm not buying it. Right at the entrance, there's a full kitchen for cooking and comfort. That's a good start. Further down the hallway is a bathroom with a shower that's genuinely impressive in size. Not bad. But what about sleeping? Oh, there it is. Upstairs. Hey, that's a king-size bed? Alright, I take it back. 2 people could easily fit in here. Maybe even 3, if you really try. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. This Korean-style modular home seems to exist for a single purpose: to store your K-pop collection. You can design the interior however you want. Fill the living area with album shelves, hang light sticks on the walls, and squeeze in a couch under the window with the right kind of pillows. The corner kitchen is clearly meant for cooking bulldog, while the bathroom is there to recover from how spicy it gets. There's supposed to be a bed on the mezzanine, but honestly, I just cover the floor with dakimakuras. You could probably fit all 7 members of BTS up there. No, that's what you call full arirang. I have no idea what giant these binoculars were borrowed from, but they make for a pretty great tiny home. The open layout flows from a modern kitchen into a cozy living room and ends with a stylish shower. Floor-to-ceiling glass walls completely blur the line between the house and the terrace, where a hot tub overlooks a quiet pond. And considering it's fully autonomous, I'd call it just about perfect. Work in a stuffy office? No way. Better work in Nomad Pro. 1 button, and you've got an office with a view of a forest or a lake, not your desktop wallpaper. Unlimited coffee in the mini kitchen, and nobody touches your lunch in the fridge. On breaks, meditation on a bamboo floor. In the evening, a shower and deep sleep. That's what a workspace for digital nomads looks like. Switch on digital detox mode and look at this glamping house with no electricity. Up to 4 people can live in 34 square meters, thanks to a smart 2-level layout with beds by the windows, so you literally wake up surrounded by forest. In the center is a wood stove. It heats the place and creates the vibe. I know, you're already jealous, but that's not all. Outside, there's a terrace with a barbecue for cozy evenings without phones. And most importantly, you can bring pets, and the atmosphere gets even warmer. This flat house looks like it escaped from a 2D world because it's only 63 centimeters wide. Outside, there's a separate entrance to a fully equipped bathroom where there's actually enough space to dry off with a towel. Inside, a narrow corridor leads to a living room with a couch. The dining area deserves special respect. These chairs can comfortably fit 4 dwarfs or 1 bubble bass, a true testament to its spaciousness. Upstairs, the benefits keep stacking up. A library, an office, and a bed with a TV. So yeah, no real limits in this very limited house. This place might as well have been the main character in the movie Split, because it doesn't have just one personality, it has 3. A mini house, an eco house, and a tree house. Thankfully, everything inside is perfectly stable. The lower level gives you a living room, kitchen, and terrace, plus a bathroom with a stunning handmade stone sink. Upstairs, it gets even better. A copper bathtub by a curved window and a massive wooden bed create a very specific kind of atmosphere. And as a bonus, deer occasionally stop by the nearby pond. He wants a trailer to see the world. She wants a cozy Pinterest-style nest. And together, they want this, a full home on a trailer. From the outside, it's pretty modest, but inside, it's beautifully done. It has everything: a full kitchen with gas tank, a big fridge, a washing machine, and even a shower with a window. But the main feature is the bed. During the day, it lifts up to the ceiling on cables and frees up the living room. And all of that in a home you can simply hitch to a car and travel the world. Isn't that the perfect solution for a couple? If you own a massive estate, you could put this house on it as a stylish mirror piece. If not, come on in. I'll show you what's inside. I have one word for you: sauna. It takes up nearly half of this 6-meter space and promises some serious relaxation. On the opposite side, things cool down in the cozy living room and a mini kitchen. There's even room for a separate toilet and a spacious shower. Feels less like a tiny home and more like a private spa, with a price tag of 80,000 euros. Not cool enough for humans? No problem. You can be a legend among birds. There's no way they could pull off a nest like this. Sure, by our standards, it's no bigger than a shed, but the panoramic wall will make it feel much more open. This thing is fully off-grid too, powered by batteries that give the space a warm glow in the evenings. And don't forget the mezzanine bedroom, where a truly king-size bed is waiting. This container house lives up to its name, Blue Beetle. Outside, it's plain, but look closer and it will surprise you. The 6-meter container was intentionally not repainted. Rust and travel marks stayed as part of its industrial past. And on top, they added a safe rooftop terrace to enjoy the wide-open views of Marble Falls, Texas. Inside, everything is unexpectedly stylish. The full kitchen with massive wooden furniture and modern appliances is especially surprising. In a tiny 6.8 square meters, they found space for a work area and a beautiful shower with an autonomous composting toilet. The home is rented out, so everyone has a chance to spend a weekend here. How about housing for $120? Paul Elkins built this shelter from corrugated plastic and construction zip ties. He loves building and testing weird housing ideas. And even if there's space like in a greenhouse, and a sleeping bag, a camp kitchen, and a radio, and you can live there for a couple of days, Paul guarantees the durability. The shelter stood in his yard for 6 years under sun and rain, and apparently it annoyed him with how indestructible it was, so he decided to destroy his own creation himself. Weird geniuses. This house is built from the 4 architectural elements: a gabled roof, corrugated metal, wood, and glass. The full blueprints will probably leak online sooner or later, so let's focus on the layout instead. To the right, there's a double bed. To the left, a cozy living room. And in the back, a kitchen with a wood-burning stove. To reach the shower or bathroom, you'll have to step outside into a separate module. But honestly, the surrounding views more than make up for that. If you ever see someone dragging a shipping container into the jungle, it's probably me. I just can't keep watching these outdoor showers and open-air bathtubs anymore. At some point, you start to think, maybe I want that too. And just like in those videos, here we have wood-paneled walls, a massive cozy bed, a clean tiled kitchen, and a campfire to finish it off. That's it! You're never gonna see me again, or any new videos. Well, unless you subscribe, so go ahead and hit that button. When you've got an old trailer and skilled hands, you can end up with a farmhouse on wheels like La Ronde. It all started because Christophe Stellio simply didn't like most mobile homes. You know, plastic, tech, all that. So he built this little house to blend into nature. Lots of light, only natural wood, and tons of retro details in the design. The main feature is the sliding roof. It's literally convertible mode for a house. You press a button, and the bedroom turns into an open-air viewing deck. Even time flows differently in La Ronde, and you just want to live slower and enjoy the simplest moments. If surviving in the forest looked like this, instead of The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio, I'd move out there immediately. Sleeping in a horse carcass? No thanks. A wooden cabin with a stove? That's more like it. On one side, there's a cozy bedroom. On the other, a living room. And not a freezing dirt floor in sight. The kitchen is so well done, it could make even a boring meal feel special. And the water options are on another level. An outdoor hot tub, an indoor concrete bath, and an open-air shower that basically screams, yeah, I live wild, but I still take care of myself. You know why all the cabooses on trains disappeared? They got turned into designer mini apartments. Step inside and you'll find a living room, a comfortable dining area, and a full kitchen decorated with an amber glass chandelier. The bedroom is way cozier than those cramped train bunks, and the bathroom looks like it came straight out of a catalog. If trains could offer this level of comfort, tickets would sell out at any price. If you're looking for a balance between a remote cabin and a luxury getaway, check out Nordic A-Frame Villa. It's located not far from the capital of the Philippines and feels like a high-end countryside retreat. This home with 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, and 2 bathrooms can host up to 8 guests. Plus, there's breakfast and spa treatments. It's like a hotel, but without strangers. And the key detail, a heated pool and hot tub. Doesn't matter that the depth is only 90 centimeters, it's safe. The interior and layout create a nature cabin vibe, but the equipment is seriously high-tech. Netflix, PS4, Starlink, karaoke, 3 air conditioners? Admit it, you want to go already. Back in the day, a shepherd's hut belonged only to farmers. But today, it's part of the slow-living tiny house trend. No sheep included, but you do get wooden furniture and a real stove. The concept of minimum square meters, maximum atmosphere is executed perfectly. This triangular house looks like an Illuminati headquarters, though they clearly tried not to draw attention. The inside has everything you need to control the world remotely. a coffee machine, a bed, a spot by the fireplace, and a shower for karma cleansing. The rooftop terrace lets you keep an all-seeing eye on the planet, while the patio below is perfect for relaxing in the sun. Because even reptilians need a break sometimes. Looks like conspiracy theorists might have been onto something. Who says you have to move into a penthouse after an illustrious snowboarding career? Mike Basich chose to live in just 21 square meters in the mountains, and clearly it was the right call. His home blends rugged stone, warm wood accents, and large windows that let nature step right inside. Even the kitchen looks like a piece of art thanks to its granite countertops. After a day in the mountains, he relaxes by the fireplace or takes a shower with a stone bench. No noise, no deadlines, just complete peace in his own small retreat. Who lost their roof? Wait, this is intentional? Oh, these designers. A-frame cabin is a triangular-shaped nature getaway where the roof is also the facade and the walls. Inside is a cozy minimalist loft. And honestly, I'd be surprised if it weren't. Who said 12 square meters is small? If you use space smartly, there's room for everything you need. And you can even fit 5 people. Here, look how it's done. They place the furniture, then the kitchen, and even squeeze in a washing machine. Stylish, practical, and every centimeter working. What else do you need? This wagon home feels like it came straight out of the Wild West. Thankfully, just the aesthetic, not the part where wagons got ambushed every mile. Wooden walls, vintage decor, and old photos tie everything together. And a Victorian chandelier hanging above a queen-size bed? Yeah, I can already picture myself throwing my cowboy hat aside and passing out after a long day on the range. Want to move to France for just $1,155? This tiny home makes that possible. It's made up of 21 separate panels that fit together like a puzzle, forming 3 color zones inspired by the French flag. The blue section is a cozy bedroom. A divider separates it from the white living room and doubles as both an entrance and storage space. And then there's the red room, where you'll find the kitchen and a wood-burning stove. You'll have to bring your own baguettes and wine, but the atmosphere is already taken care of. This shepherd's hut is tucked away in the hills of England, far from the judgmental eyes of glamorous penthouses. Its dining area easily transforms into a bed. It's hard not to appreciate that kind of flexibility. What's really surprising is how much they were able to fit into just 10 square meters. A full kitchen with proper appliances, plus a bathroom with running water and a flushing toilet. That's about as much comfort as you can squeeze into a space this small. While others pitch tents at the campsite, a couple of seconds, and you have a 2-story home. Press one button, support legs extend. Press another, the roof lifts, and a bedroom is hidden underneath. And that's it! The house is ready faster than a cup of coffee. This isn't a house. You're looking at a mushroom under a microscope. Only it's full scale with glass walls. The real magic is in the stem, where the bathroom is located, cleverly dividing the space into sleeping and living areas. And if you thought that fuzzy glowing thing on legs was a lamp, you're way off. The mushroom doesn't need artificial lighting. Even the furniture isn't really furniture. It's designed to look like spores. Talk about biological architecture, huh? What if you decide to live inside a shipwreck? Not a real one, of course, but a carefully designed imitation like the Shipwreck Lodge in Namibia. Inside, it feels nothing like a disaster. The beds and couches are perfectly positioned to face the windows, so you can fully take in the view. There's also a bathroom with a toilet hidden behind a very private curtain. It's a place where the harsh aesthetics of the desert meet the uncompromising comfort of modern luxury. This capsule completely shatters the idea of a static concrete home. It still manages to fit a comfortable sleeping area and a mini kitchen, but it also has wheels, just in case you feel like running from utility bills. And trust me, those can add up fast, especially when you're using a regular shower every day. But that's no concern for you here, thanks to a built-in rainwater collection system. Don't try telling me you wouldn't want one of those. Meet Daniel Quirk, a man with a rare case of reverse claustrophobia. Wide open spaces make him uncomfortable, so he downsized into a tiny 9-square-meter shed. It started with a full renovation. He ripped out the old creaky floor and painted the walls blue. Inside, he managed to fit everything he needed, from a functional couch with a workspace to a full kitchen and even a bathroom. Now, every inch has a purpose. And for the first time, Daniel actually feels at home. What's better than living in Australia? Living in a tiny home out in the wild, right next to everything that might want to eat you. At least here you'll be safe. There's a comfortable bedroom, a bathroom, and a couch providing a front row seat to the kangaroo fights outside your window. The main feature is total independence. No reliance on utilities, no worrying about outages. You have solar panels, your own water system, and even a rolling pull-out table. It's basically a bunker, just with a minimalist designer look. Remember the era of filters and the never-ending stream of TikToks filmed within the confines of four walls? Well, that's when the Comma Cabin appeared, a house hidden deep in the forest, far from people. It was intentionally made tiny to minimize social contact, but the open-air toilet gives you maximum freedom. The interior layout makes it feel like a sailboat. Everything between the bedroom, the kitchen, and living room is perfectly balanced. Honestly, it's so well designed that even germs would struggle to find a place to hide. This guy had such a hard-hitting dream about an American diner that he decided to build one out of metal and wood. Armed with the tools, he created a camper where vintage booths and a professional kitchen look like they came straight out of an Elvis-era movie. And he didn't stop at just the dining area. There's also a shower and a cozy enclosed porch. The whole setup runs on solar power and is ready to hit the road at any time. This isn't just a dream about a diner anymore. This is a real one that can travel. Valentine's Day is still 10 months away at this point, so technically, you've got time to do something a little unreasonable. Like buying your partner a boxable modular home instead of an iPhone. Trust me, the unboxing experience would be on a completely different level. The interior leans into a clean, bright look, while RGB lighting quietly moves through the space from kitchen to bedroom. It's a bit more impressive than a phone's flashlight, to say the least. And with its 6x6 meter size, it almost feels portable if you're willing to stretch the definition a little. Do you know that feeling when you want a village cabin, a high-tech smart apartment, and a home on wheels all at the same time? That's exactly why this guy bought the Mobile Hut. Despite its summer cabin look and modest 15 square meters, the Mobile Hut is designed for year-round living. It's fully controlled from a smartphone, heating, lights, security. You can turn it all on while you're still on your way home. And the best part is the mobility. Living and working not tied to a place, but to your mood? How is that not the dream? This seaside home is the embodiment of Danish hygge. Simplicity, comfort, calm, and no rush at all. It's only 10 kilometers from Copenhagen in the coastal suburb of Skovshoved. In 50 square meters, you get a courtyard, a balcony, and a terrace, perfect for reading a book wrapped in a blanket. Inside is a pleasant design with no unnecessary extras. The perfect final cozy detail, a morning French press or filter coffee from a pink coffee maker. And a special bonus, the house switches you into hygge mode even if you used to live only at big city speed. This is pretty much how I imagine the Seven Dwarfs house. Though in this whimsical 9 square meter cottage, 7 dwarves won't fit. But Snow White and her 2 cats will be just right. Inside the mini house, there's a bedroom, a kitchen, and a lounge area. Every centimeter was furnished by the hardworking owner herself, and it's pure aesthetics and visual magic, creating a fairy tale, cozy atmosphere. But the main thing is, it's well hidden in the forest, so the evil witch won't find the princess. There's no more universal home in the world than Intershelter. See for yourself. You can set it up on the ground or in a tree. Or you can fold it up and transport it even to the North Pole. Because its strong geodesic dome is designed for the harshest conditions, and it doesn't even need special upkeep, painting, or repairs. You design the interior yourself, but 14 square meters is plenty for all the comforts of civilization. No wonder this cost-effective home also has a social mission. It's used as housing for people going through tough times who need a safe place to live and recover. A wooden capsule sized 3.2 by 6 meters is the perfect way to enjoy the comfort of a real home in nature. Admit it, after an active day, it's much nicer to return not to a sleeping bag, but to a warm bed, and even take a bath. Basically, it's glamping, but it feels like a full home for any season. Come closer. I just want you to feel this vibe. You're watching the sunrise with a cup of coffee, listening to silence. Isn't it paradise? This small cottage was built back in the 70s. Amenities include a king-size bed, water tanks, and 0 neighbors. And imagine cooking over an open fire like this, chatting here in the evenings with your other half, looking at the stars. In a place like this, you just want to toss your phone far away and enjoy life surrounded by nature and cute chickens. Sounds like a great plan to me. What do you think? And now, I'll show you the perfect place for tired Gen Z and millennials. Ban Na Kang Tong is a mix of an eco-resort and a Thai village among rice fields. What do you do here? Well, in the morning, you step out of your hut to birdsong and touch rice. And in the evening, you contemplate the meaning of life in a hot tub with mountain views. By the way, during rainy season, the hut automatically becomes a lakeside cabin. And that's another plus 100 points to the overall vibe. Nicolas Cage could steal a car in 60 seconds, and these guys can assemble a modular house in a minute. Look, 2 pairs of hands, a few confident moves, and there's already housing on the plot with an interior like a double room in a hostel. And the name Comfotel hints that you're looking at a great startup idea. Comfortable hotels! That's all for today. Let us know in the comments which house you'd pick if someone handed you the keys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.